Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Torrential Tom. I am your host, Torrential Tom. What a day, what a night last night was. A day of snow we had today over here in northern Jersey, reporting over 20 inches of snow in most areas. So I am here to give you guys a quick update on where the storm is and how much more snow we can expect. So as we always do, here's our current weather map. The Midwest of the United States is looking very nice. A lot of clear air over there with all the high pressures. Our next system, which is going to give us some issues, is just entering the United States on the west coast. And of course, our monster of a storm still snowing out in Ohio, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, all because this storm has stalled out and has stayed off the coast of southern New Jersey and Delaware all day long. So all the snow, all the precipitation is still being pushed into our area, and there's still quite a bit more to go. Local watches and warnings, everybody's still under the same warnings they were earlier. You have your coastal flood warnings and advisories up, and you have winter storm warnings up for the whole local area. Here's a map showing the wind directions and where exactly that low pressure is, which is right here. You can see the counterclockwise flow around it, and the heavier winds are up on its northeast side. The wind's coming from the northeast. There's your nor'easter. So Long Island and the east coast of New Jersey right now experiencing the worst winds, and that'll remain that way for the remainder of the storm, as inland those winds are expected to die down a bit overnight. Now, we mentioned this is going to be a slow-moving storm. So earlier, I posted the same exact map, but obviously it was just at a different time in the day. So here was earlier this morning at around 10, 11 o'clock. The low pressure was centered off the Delmarva Peninsula. And here it is at this hour, 9 o'clock p.m., moved maybe about 50 miles, if that, throughout the entire day today. And that is why our snow has been persistent. That's why it has been persistently heavy throughout the day. And that's why we are seeing these amazing snow totals. Look at our local radar, our current radar. You can see there's still a lot of snow, a lot of precipitation moving in. We do have some dry slots here moving in. That's expected as the storm is starting to become elongated and starting to kind of push off to the east a bit. But we'd still have some very strong bands of snow. These darker blues, that's where you're seeing still those 1 to 2 inch an hour rates. And you're still seeing some of them over here in northern Jersey, southeastern New York as well. That is expected to persist as that low is not moving much. So all this precipitation is still rotating around onto shore very slowly. How much snow can we expect still to come for the remainder of the night and into tomorrow morning? Still quite a bit, depending on where you are. So Long Island, they kind of switched over to a mix and then to rain. They may finish off as a bit of snow as we move into tomorrow. Central New Jersey as well. Just the snow is beginning to taper off. So 1 to 3 inches in that light blue area, southern Connecticut, Manhattan, White Plains, Westchester, southern Westchester. And then you move into northern New Jersey, northwest New Jersey, Rockland County, Ulster, Orange. That is where you can see another 4 to 8 inches, believe it or not, from now, overnight, into tomorrow morning. So the torrential meter, we moved it down to a 4 out of 5 now. With the snow tapering off, the winds kind of backing down a bit. Those visibilities are improving. The biggest deal right now, we still have that additional snowfall, but we have the huge cleanup still remaining. We also have some very cold air moving in next week. So if you think winter's done, it is not. This is not the finale. We have some very cold Arctic air, probably the coldest air of the season, moving in, and with a couple of chances of snow next week as well. That'll be in a further video. In summary, winter storm warning for the entire local area. As of now, meaning National Weather Service reports at 1 p.m., so we're talking 8 hours ago, most areas in North Jersey, Southeast New York, Central Park reporting 14 to 18 inches of snow. So you add another 8-9 hours of steady snow on top of that, we're going to see some significant snowfall totals, upwards of 2+ feet for a lot of areas. Coastal flooding is still an issue. Snow becoming lighter overnight. We're not going to see those heavy snow bands that we saw earlier where you saw 3 inches an hour. Snow is going to be tapering off to showers by late tomorrow morning. And as I mentioned, we have some cold air and a few shots of snow this weekend into next week, which I will be following up on later in the week. Follow me on Twitter, Torrential Tom, Instagram, Torrential Tom WX. That's where I've been posting some live videos throughout the storm today. And please write me some questions. We'll have a Q&A for my next episode. And I'll answer whatever you guys are interested in or what you've been wondering about regarding the weather. Have a wonderful night and stay safe.